And we're live.
Right. It's going to be the worst mistake ever. I finally have some sanity, and I sort of have some control over my life. I'm going to mess it up by killing that scab again. But
let's bring Joe Lozon with us. What could go wrong?
That's an epic idea. That's
screw Joe Lozon. I got Samantha I can bring with me.
Samantha?
Oh yeah, Samantha's my target rifle.
The guy does conceal, though, I think, because he's.
I don't give a shit. He ain't gonna conceal me.
Yeah, we were talking. Wings of Redemption said that he could take Joe Lozon, and I'm like, what? Like, in what world can you beat up a UFC fighter? And he's like, here's my strategy. I'm gonna tell him to meet me in a field, and I'll be in the bushes 1 acre away with my sniper rifle. I was like, that'll work. I think you can beat him with that strategy.
Are we talking about Call of Duty, or are we talking about real life here?
No, he used to do some competitive shooting. He hit his target.
Gotcha.
I got a very, very nicely dressed 700, Remington 700. Free floating barrel, glass packed, bull barrel. Good to go.
What do you want to tell the story about your little Russian rifle that we fired at the range? Like
little. That's the Mosin-Nagant, son.
Mosin-Nagant, yeah. And leading up to it really quick, so again, I'm weeks into my separation, just a complete mess, and I'm at Woody's house, and he's like, dude, first off, stop your crying, and let's go to the range and shoot some weapons. And I'm like, do you think it's a good idea? He's like, do you think it's a good idea? It's an awesome idea. So me being a dumbass, I was actually friends with my wife, my ex-wife, but wife at the time, on Facebook, and I posted on there, hey, going to the range, going to fire some weapons, going to have some good times or whatever, and she thought I was going postal, like I was preparing to pop a cap in her ass, and so she was really nervous about it, but we ended up going, and you had this Russian rifle, right, man, that was never been fired by you, but probably fired at Nazis? Like, yes. What's the story behind this thing?
That's pretty much on target. I want to say the thing was built in 1942 or something, so there were a few good years left in World War II. And I bought it at a gun show and brought it home and hadn't tried it yet.
What's on the back of the receiver, Woody?
I need to check it. I don't have it memorized.
But what's funny about
this? The year on the back receiver.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny about this weapon is that it's never been fired by you, but fired by someone else. But the cartridges, if I remember, were pretty freaking big, right?
Yeah.
And most of the rifles, and I'm not an expert, but the rifles that I remember seeing on the range had this nice kind of padded, what is it called? Like the padding behind the butt of or the handle of the rifle, the butt, whatever it is, the sort of,
Yeah, it's the butt. Do I have like a modern rifle? It has like a 1-inch rubber pad that's .223 with a scope on it.
And what did this other thing have, man?
It's like an 1/8-inch piece of steel. It's so Russian.
That's there to it's actually there to knock people's teeth out in case somebody got behind you. That's what that's for.
I'm sure. Or maybe the Russians just didn't give a shit. They're like, we don't care about the comfort of our soldiers.
All military rifles have that.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it just struck us as so Russian. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and we ended up going, and I guess you had to buy ammunition off of eBay that was specific to this rifle, and they're probably easy to get. And so we're sitting there, and I'm like, what happens if this thing blows up like when you fire it blows up like a Bugs Bunny cartoon with the thing peeling back like a banana, and what kind of kick does this thing have? And you end up firing it, and it wasn't as bad as we thought, but there was definitely some nervousness going into it, firing.
I'd only fired a .223 rifle and a .22 before, so this had more kick than anything I had done. And it didn't hurt or anything. I just sort of held it tight to my shoulder and fired it, and it was a good time. But Dan starts posting on Facebook that he's like learning, firearms and shooting and the different stuff that he's doing. And his separated wife got legitimately nervous that he was building this skill set.
Yes. What else?
Yeah, Wings, got a topic?
I want to know if you have the bayonet for your rifle yet.
No, I don't have the for the Mosin-Nagant.
Yeah.
No, I don't have the bayonet, and I don't have like an old school legit sling for it either. I have like a newer leather.
You got to get the bayonet. Your buddy Dan will be so impressed with it once you get the bayonet on it.
Which is my goal, really.
Oh man.
And what do you do with it? Do you just it just look cool, or are you actually going to
I got a picture. I got a picture of mine with a bayonet. If you don't see it, so you guys see that video of the politician's vehicle running over 20 people?
Was it a Democrat or Republican?
No, it's in Egypt.
Oh,
I've seen
You
the
guys see that video?
It looked horrific. Are we sure we know who the driver was?
are we sure we know who the people were?
No,
Were they
like
real?
sometimes you see like some random guy doing something, and they're like, "Oh, the governor was driving," but it wasn't really true.
All I'm sure of is if the Egypt's people had the right to bear arms, that vehicle wouldn't have ran over anybody. That's all I'm saying.
What are the gun laws in Egypt? Are we sure they don't have the right to bear arms?
They can ride on camels. Who cares? I want to ride on a camel.
My parents rode on a camel. They
That'd be
went to-
badass.
Yeah, they went to Israel and rode camels to, I don't know, like the mountain that Mohammed found the freaking commandments on, or something along those lines. I don't know.
Muhammad?
Dude, lighten up.
Moses?
Moses, yeah.
It began with an M. He got the first
Oh
bit
my God.
right.
Woody.
Yeah.
Muhammad ascended to the heavens. That's Muslim.
Good point.
When was the last time you've been to church, Woody?
I know,
Get you
right?
back.
The last
no
time I've been
Muhammad.
to church, wasn't too long ago. I mean, somebody must have died or got married or something.
Or maybe Christmas, possibly, or...
That would be it.
The Egyptians have a firearms thing that's kind of fucked up. You're not allowed to have a long rifle or a shotgun, but you can have a pistol. And there's 3 firearms per 100 people in Egypt.
Really?
Yeah.
I've still never touched a real firearm. You know that.
Well, when you come down to South Carolina, I got a bunch you can touch.
Yeah, we went to what was that shop by the hotel?
Bass Pro
Carl?
Shop.
Yeah, they had so many guns. My God, I thought
That's
it was
what-
an airsoft cabinet at first.
But they got like 1,300 fucking shotguns and like 3 pistols.
No,
They had
dude,
those.
seriously, the Bass Pro Shop in Chicago is double what Atlanta's is. It's 2 stories, and their gun selection is really nice. Like they had FN, they had Beretta, Ruger, Sig, Smith and Wesson, everything. Like they had probably 200 pistols, maybe. They had a really big selection.
Hey,
I've never
Dan,
seen so many.
Did you accept that picture I sent with the Mosin-Nagant with a bayonet on it?
Yeah, how do I
I'm
do
not
that?
accepting anything on this internet.
Yeah, I've got a Mosin-Nagant with a bayonet. It's like the pig sticker, right?
Yeah, it's the 18-inch one.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Got a couple of those.
Woody don't have a bayonet on his, and I'm like, dude, that makes the fucking gun.
Yeah, dude. No, I found a website the other night. You can get them for like $70 or $80 for that.
$70.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's
mine
with
for
the gun,
17.
right? Not just the bayonet.
No, I'm talking the gun, bayonet, and all.
Oh,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can get the hex bolt Mosin-Nagants for $80.
You see, if
Pretty
I had a
crazy.
gun with a bayonet on, I'd just throw it like a javelin. I think that would make it awesome.
I don't know how well that would work.
I think that'd be awesome.
It's not.
It's fine. Kyle's letting me shoot him with a round tomorrow. So that'll go
I'm
up.
fucking not. We've been through that.
Yeah,
dozens
you
of-
are. You agreed to it, dude.
You can shoot me in the shoe. It was obviously a joke.
And I said shin.
it's coming from a guy who's going to shoot himself with the 22 round.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I can't believe that. I think we talked about that post-podcast last week, right?
Yeah. He was like, yeah. What an idiot.
Kyle was convinced that a Cosmo magazine was bulletproof. So he was going to do a video using a Cosmo as a bulletproof vest. The Cosmopolitan magazine, the one that's about like 186 ways to put a penis in a vagina. He was going to use that, put it under his shirt, and shoot himself. And I'm like, no, Kyle, don't do this. They're not really bulletproof. He's like, dude, those things are thick. There's so many ads. And I'm like, no. Like a 22 goes through like an inch of books, and 9mm goes through like 7 inches. It's crazy. And Kyle's like, trust me, I know that you can't shoot through Cosmo magazine. And he starts leaning out the window in his mansion and shoots through a magazine. And you hear him. He's like, wait a minute. Rustle. Window opens up. And And then, bang! The gun goes off. And then, what do you know? You can't shoot through a Cosmo magazine. And he was going to use it like on his belly.
Yeah, I took a 22 and shot through like this thick-ass gun catalog I had that was literally an inch and a half, probably 2 inches thick. Like this thick fucking catalog blew right through it. I was like, oh. Yeah.
A lot of kinetic energy there, huh?
You almost
Apparently
died.